Chancellor Rachel Reeves has warned her party that Nigel Farage could be Britain's next Prime Minister if Labour fails to get one major thing right over the coming years. Speaking candidly at a live podcast recording last night, Ms. Reeves spelt out how reform could sweep to power in 2029. The under-fire Chancellor said reform is relying on Labour to make no improvements to the health service or cost of living. Delivering the major wake-up call to her Labour colleagues, she told comedian Matt Ford, "There's lots of strategies for beating reform or beating the Tories, but in the end we have to deliver, haven't you? At the next election, if people still find us hard to get a doctor's appointment and they're no better off, they are going to kick us out, like they kicked the last lot out." She added that Labour have to show that we can be better, and that Nigel Farage will want to tell voters in 2029 things haven't got better, so give us a go. The second-in-command added, "We've got to show that people's lives are better after 5 years of a Labour government." Labour is under siege from reform according to current polls, frequently placing in second place after the insurgent right-wing party. Reform has come first or joined first in 4 of the last 5 polls, from a range of companies including YouGov, Opinium and Find Out Now. All other polls suggest it is broadly a three-way dead tie between Labour, Reform and the Tories at the moment. Labour is currently launching a new campaign focusing on border security and migrant deportations in an attempt to counter the threat from Nigel Farage, including using Facebook ads with the same teal colour used by his party. Meanwhile, the Tories are bickering about whether to go for an electoral pact with Reform, something Nigel Farage has coldly dismissed as a possibility. Ms. Reeves was speaking on the Political Party podcast in central London. She also insisted that a deal can be done with Donald Trump to get him to abandon plans to whack British steel exports with a 25% trade tariff. Speaking ahead of Sir Keir Starmer's planned first visit to the White House, Ms. Reeves insisted, "We have got a steel sector that's really important to our economy. About 10% of the steel we make in Britain gets exported to the US. That's an important market for us. We also import steel from the US as well. And as I said, we don't have a trade surplus with America. I strongly believe that a deal can be done." She said, "Unlike many other countries around the world, we don't run a trade surplus with the US." Donald Trump previously said Britain's trade deficit with the US is not as bad as the EU's, Mexico's or Canada's.